Good morning, all of you. Now, today I'm here to teach you regarding that life process, and the second process which I'm going to teach, that is respiration. Before that, I want to ask you whether that concept is clear to you or not regarding respiration. Now, in case of respiration, there is a activity 6.4 in which they have taken two test tubes and they are named as A and B. In both the cases, what they have done, that they have taken a freshly prepared line. In one they have used piston, जिसको आपने यहाँ पे पिचकारी लिखा हुआ है. एक चीज़ और है, अगर न्यूट्रिशन में जो समझ में ना है वो आप पूछ लीजिएगा, और अगर वो आपको लगता है कि वो इट इज़ नॉट क्लियर तो आप फिर मुझे दीजिएगा, तो मैं कोई अच्छा आपको यूट्यूब मतलब आपको लिंक भेज दूँगी. उसके बाद इसमें सेकेंड वाले में क्या होता है कि इट इज़ द एयर इज़ ब्लोन बाय अ boy, or you can any human being in test tube B. Now what happens that in case of test tube B, the water it turns milky, the solution turns milky. Why it turns milky? Due to the formation of calcium carbonate. Now in case of this respiration topic, what is the basic thing? Actually in respiration, remember one thing, it is the breaking down of food in presence of oxygen. When it breaks down into a simpler form, it provides you energy. And how this energy comes to your body? It comes through, actually the food is digested in the small intestine, from small intestine that goes to the cells, and the blood is also a very important source. Then blood carries to your body and it gives you energy, and the carbon dioxide which is giving, it is going to lungs where it is being purified. Again it takes oxygen from there and leaves carbon dioxide over there, and this oxygen that comes, it goes to all cellular parts. So these are the main steps of respiration. But actually what is being, on which the respiration works? It works on the product of glucose. On which it works? It works on glucose. Glucose has how many carbons? They have 6 carbons which are broken down into 3 carbons. When they are broken down into 3 carbon, they are known as pyruvate. मतलब 6 ग्लूकोज में 6 कार्बन होते हैं. 6 कार्बन का मतलब है कि जो साइकिल हमारी 6 बार चलती है, और पायरुवेट 3 में कन्वर्ट होता है. फिर जब आपका ये जब ऑक्सीजन इसको मिल जाता है इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, तो ये किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है? 1 कार्बन में. तो दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर टेकिंग प्लेस. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस द रेस्पिरेशन, इट इज़ ऑफ, basically the respiration is of 2 types. One is aerobic and another is anaerobic. Aerobic respiration, presence of oxygen. This is absence of oxygen. मतलब ये तभी काम करेगा जब इसमें ऑक्सीजन मिलेगी. एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, ये आपको एनर्जी ज़्यादा देगा, ये कम देगा. तो यही सब चीज़ें आई जस्ट वांट टू शो यू थ्रू अ वीडियो.
Carbon dioxide which can be exhaled. Lactic acid stays in your blood. It gets dissolved. Comments में और else वेदांतु के ऐप पे आप डाउट टॉपिक्स. Right guys, for starters, what do you guys mean by respiration? Yes guys, what do you mean by respiration? And for that instance, how is respiration different from breathing? How is respiration different from breathing? रेस्पिरेशन और ब्रीदिंग में डिफरेंस क्या है? हाँ जी, आपको पता है? प्लीज ट्राई. रेस्पिरेशन और ब्रीदिंग में डिफरेंस क्या है? व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन रेस्पिरेशन एंड ब्रीदिंग? यस गैसेस. व्हाट इज रेस्पिरेशन? रेस्पिरेशन इज ओनली एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. मतलब मैं ऑक्सीजन अंदर ले रहा हूं और मैं कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर दे रहा हूं. दैट इज ब्रीदिंग. ओके, ब्रीदिंग इज ओनली एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. दैट इज आई टेक इन ऑक्सीजन. Okay, I take in oxygen and I give out carbon dioxide. That is breathing. Breathing is a part of respiration. Breathing is the first step of respiration. Now you'll be like, sir, फिर respiration क्या होता है? What is respiration then? I'll tell you guys, respiration is basically process of breakdown of food to release energy. Now you'll be like, so what do you mean by breakdown of food? Then what did we do in digestion? Yes guys, है ना? What do you mean by oxidation or breakdown of the food, and what do you mean by digestion? How is digestion different from respiration? है ना? अब मैं कह रहा हूं कि breakdown of the food, digestion में भी तो what do we do in digestion also? We break down the food, right? How is this different from this? Any comments you wanna add? First subtopic, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था ना, nutrition is the first subtopic which you have. Breakdown of food into what? Into simple absorbable form. It's the process of breakdown of food into simple absorbable form. Now what do I mean by breakdown of food into simple absorbable form? Yes guys, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब है, and इसका मतलब ये है कि whenever I am eating food, जो मैं खाना खा रहा हूं, डाइजेशन में क्या हो रहा है? It is broken down ताकि वो फूड मेरे ब्लड में अब्सॉर्ब हो जाए. कहां अब्सॉर्ब करना है मेरे को? Where do I want my food to be absorbed? I want my food to be absorbed in my blood. Are you able to understand guys what I am trying to tell you? What do we do in my food to be absorbed by blood? मैं क्यों चाहता हूं कि various parts of my body, अब जो खाना मेरे यहाँ पे स्टमक में डाइजेस्ट हुआ है, स्टमक में नहीं, इंटेस्टाइन में डाइजेस्ट हुआ है, वो मेरे ब्रेन तक कैसे जाएगा? Who would take it till my brain? Blood will take it till my brain, right? है ना? That is why I need my food to be converted into simple form so that it can reach all parts of my body. It can reach my legs, it can reach my shoulders, it can reach my ears, brain, my kidney, my lungs, है ना? It has to travel everywhere. How will it travel? By blood. Are you able to understand? Now in respiration, what are we gonna do? Now respiration में जो simple absorbed food था, the food which was in simple form, what was it? It is in the simple form. Now this simple food is further broken down. But what is the purpose now? अभी purpose क्या है break down करने का? To release energy. अभी मैंने उसको क्यों तोड़ा है? Why did I break it down now? In respiration, to release energy. Guys, this should be very clear, है ना? Well, absorbable form. ठीक है? This should be very clear, है ना? If you're not able to understand, you can rewind and just play back. It's gonna be very. ठीक है? आपने नहीं पढ़ रखा तो फिर भी mention large intestine, है ना? So that was the process you would have studied in digestion. Now I am gonna explain you the process of respiration. ठीक है? तो respiration में what happens? Process of breakdown of the food to release energy. Let's move forward, guys. Now what happens is the oxidation of something I was telling you. Now oxidation हम किसका करते हैं? What do we break down? Basically we break down glucose. The substance which we are breaking down is glucose, and breaking down of glucose gives me energy. Breaking down this glucose will give me energy. And what is this glucose called as, guys? It is called as respiratory substrate. What do you mean by respiratory substrate? Means raw material for respiration. Raw material for respiration is what? Respiratory substrate. And what is mainly used? Glucose. Mainly glucose is used to produce energy. For example, मैंने rice खाया, rice went to my stomach, it got absorbed in my intestine, है ना? What was it broken down? Rice was broken down to glucose. This glucose was absorbed by my blood. Glucose was absorbed by my blood and transported to various parts of the body. Now what is happening to this glucose? Is glucose जिसको ब्लड ने ट्रांसपोर्ट करा है पूरी मेरी बॉडी में, उसके साथ क्या हो रहा है? इट इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग एनर्जी, है ना. सो व्हाट डू आई कॉल एज ग्लूकोज एज? इट्स द रेस्पिरेटरी सबस्ट्रेट, मतलब ये रॉ मटेरियल है रेस्पिरेशन का. Okay, let's move forward, guys. Now, this is very important. We need to differentiate between photosynthesis and respiration. आप कहोगे क्यों सर, क्यों हमें photosynthesis और respiration में क्यों differentiate करना चाहिए? क्योंकि बेटा plants also do respiration. What is happening over here? Plants also do respiration.
This you can write the difference between respiration and photosynthesis. Actually, in case of photosynthesis, enzymes are located. Even the enzymes, they are present in chloroplasts. Enzymes are also present in mitochondria. And one thing I've already told you, catabolism is anabolic activity in which they combine, and respiration is the catabolic activity in this breaking down.
Plants, what do? They do photosynthesis. Why only green cell? It takes place throughout the life of an organism. Obviously, if we stop respirating, we would die. Now, respiration, beta, as I told you, breathing is the first step of respiration. Okay. What is breathing? Breathing is first step of respiration. What was breathing? As I told you, taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. That is breathing. That is first step. Now, this oxygen is used to break glucose to release energy. That is the entire process of respiration. Okay, beta, chalo, we'll get there. Now moving forward to the third point. Energy is stored. In photosynthesis, what happens? The sun's energy is converted into chemical energy. We studied this, right? You would have studied this. What is happening? The light energy is being converted into chemical energy. Whereas in respiration, what is happening? Energy is being released. Whenever I make glucose, energy is released. I am talking here, I am walking, I can, here I do daily work. How am I able to do my daily work? Because of respiration. Are you able to understand, guys? What is the process of releasing energy? Respiration. Carbon dioxide and water are used up. As we all know, photosynthesis, what is taken in? Carbon dioxide and water are used up. Whereas what is happening over here? Food and oxygen are used up. As I told you, glucose is being broken down using oxygen. I didn't tell you this part, but how am I breaking the glucose? Using oxygen. And what is released? Energy is released. So food and oxygen are used up in process of respiration. है ना बच्चे? अभी आपको क्लियर है? ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. Now, food and oxygen are produced in photosynthesis. What is the process of photosynthesis? Making food. So obviously food and oxygen are produced. What are produced over there? Carbon dioxide and water is produced in respiration. Whenever glucose is broken down using oxygen, what is byproduct produced? Carbon dioxide. Now you understand what was the importance of breathing. The oxygen which I am taking in is breaking the glucose and carbon dioxide is released. That carbon dioxide I am exhaling out. So it's just a part. बीच में जो breaking हुआ है वो भी respiration का part है ना बच्चे? Very good. Then moving forward, it is an anabolic activity. Anabolic activity क्या होता है? What is anabolic? Then, whereas if जो enzymes होते हैं, what do you mean by enzyme first of all? Yes guys, what do you mean by enzymes? These are biocatalyst. Enzymes क्या होते हैं? Biocatalyst. What do I mean biocatalyst? Biocatalyst means they speed up a reaction. What do? Enzymes, they speed up the reaction. Okay beta. So here जो enzymes biocatalyst present होते हैं वो कहाँ थे? Chloroplast में. Whereas where does respiration take place, guys? Very important. It takes place inside the mitochondria. It's a cell organelle present in plant and animal cells. समझ आ गया बेटा? Photosynthesis कहाँ पे होता है? I would tell you the key takeaways. है ना? Key takeaways. You just need to perform oxygen. They release types of respiration. Types क्या होते हैं? मतलब respiration के क्या-क्या types हो सकते हैं? Now talking about them, there are two types of respiration. There can be two types of respiration. That is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, before going there, guys, I want to explain something to you. See how does respiration take place? For example, there are 4 steps we say. There are 4 steps The first step is breathing. The first step is breathing. Second step is, I would explain each one of them. The second step is exchange between lungs and blood. Exchange between lungs and blood. Third step है exchange between blood and organs. Exchange between blood and organs. Then the fourth step is cellular respiration. The fourth step is, guys, cellular respiration. Now pay focus and understand. And pay focus and understand. Now what happens in the first step is, see, breathing में I took in oxygen, मेरे lungs में oxygen भर गया है. Now what happens to this oxygen? This oxygen jumps into the blood. आपको समझ आ रहा है? What happens? The oxygen which I breathed in, this oxygen jumps into the blood. And what does the blood put in my lungs? The blood puts carbon dioxide into my lungs, which I give out. आपको समझ आया? Breathing क्या है? मैंने oxygen अंदर लिया. Then what's the second step happening? Lung और blood के बीच में exchange हो रहा है. What is the lung giving to the blood? Lung blood को क्या देता है? Oxygen. What is the blood giving back to the lungs? Carbon dioxide, which is exhaled in second breathing, basically. ठीक है. Now what is the blood carrying? Blood is carrying oxygen with it. Now the blood goes to some organ. Say blood comes to my brain. Now blood comes to my brain, or you can say blood comes to my muscle. And here it comes. Now what happens over here is, what does the blood give to the organ? What does the blood give to the organ? Blood organ को क्या देता है? Blood organ को oxygen देता है. आपको समझ आ रही है बात? Blood organ को oxygen देता है. ठीक है. And what does the organ give back to? What does the organ give back to blood? Carbon dioxide. Are you able to understand, guys? अभी आपको समझ आएगा. ठीक है. Now the organs have got oxygen. Now what does the organ do with this oxygen? What is the organ made up of, guys? Organ is made up of tissues. What's the tissue made up of? Tissue is made up of cells. है ना? तो अल्टीमेटली ऑक्सीजन कहां जाता है? अल्टीमेटली ऑक्सीजन सेल पे जाता है. तो जब सेल के पास ऑक्सीजन आ गया, व्हाट डज द सेल डू इनसाइड द सेल? वेयर डज इट गो? इट गोज इनटू द mitochondria. And what happens over here? Energy is
one thing is there, the energy in mitochondria, the currency of actually energy is the currency of mitochondria, and that is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. In which form it is stored? It is stored in the form of ATP molecules. And what is the full form of ATP molecule? Adenosine triphosphate.
Produced. What happens over here? Energy is produced. Are you able to understand, guys, what is happening in respiration? Are you able to understand what is happening? Blood takes it. Does it take it aside? Okay, most of you understand. You can mention. Then the final step is. So yeah. So as I was telling you, respiration can be of two types: aerobic respiration in presence of oxygen, and there are some special cases, beta, where respiration takes place in absence of oxygen. है ना? You will be like, sir, you तो said कि glucose is broken down using oxygen, but beta, there are some special cases I would tell you where the glucose is broken down without oxygen also, and we call it as anaerobic respiration. Okay, we'll just see them. Okay, beta, let's move forward now. Let's see the aerobic respiration. Yeah, as I had told you, what is happening over here? Glucose. What is this, beta? This is chloroplast. Chloroplast mein what is made in chloroplast? Photosynthesis takes place. As a result of photosynthesis, what is produced? glucose and oxygen is produced as a result of what beta? Photosynthesis, है ना, in plants. Now what do? I eat this glucose, whatever plant makes, I eat it. After I eat it, digestion takes place, the blood carries it to my cells. In my cells there are mitochondria. What does the mitochondria do? Mitochondria uses that glucose and oxygen to produce energy, ATP, है ना. It powers all the work. Powers means I'm talking like this, है ना. I'm moving my hand, I'm writing all these things. It's happening because of this. And what is produced as a byproduct? Carbon dioxide and water, which is used by the chloroplast or plants again. This is a broad cycle. If you want to see in the broad spectrum, this is what is happening. Okay guys, very good. Let's move forward now. Yeah. Now as you understood the first three steps, right? First three steps was first was breathing, exchange of gases. Second was the blood taking the oxygen and food to the cells, है ना? Like first step is breathing in, then exchange between lungs and the blood, then blood and the organ. And now organ mein what are present? Tissues. Tissues are made up of cells. Now what is happening in the cells? When the food
Now I'll explain. Actually, what happens? The glucose which is present in the blood, it is broken down with the help of oxygen. Means respiration is taking place, and this takes place in cytoplasm. This is converted into pyruvate. Means 6 carbons, they are converted into 3 carbons, and then they give energy. Now it takes place in presence of oxygen. If it is taking place in presence of oxygen, where it will take place? ये कहाँ होगा presence of mitochondria में? Where it will take place? Inside the mitochondria. And it is a cell organelle which is present in plant cell as well as animal cell, and this will convert, means 6 carbon they are converted into 3 carbon, and 3 carbon are converted into 1 carbon, carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So these are the byproducts which you are getting in aerobic respiration. Presence of oxygen means aerobic respiration, and carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. And how much energy is released over here? It is 38 ATP molecules energy is released. Means if it is aerobic respiration, it gives you a lot of energy. This is aerobic respiration. Now anaerobic respiration, it is of 2 types. One is in absence of oxygen, another if it takes place in yeast. What yeast is? ये फंजाई है. और ईस्ट में क्या होता है? ईस्ट का आपको यूज़ मालूम है कि इट इज़ यूज इन बेकरीज, डो वगैरह को फर्मेंट करने के लिए. तो आप इसको ये बोल सकते हो कि एक एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन है जो कि फर्मेंटेशन में भी हेल्प करता है. इट हेल्प्स इन फर्मेंटेशन. मीन्स जो इसके बाई प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं वो क्या बनेंगे? इथेनॉल बनेगा. इथेनॉल में कितने कार्बन होते हैं? 2 कार्बन. यहाँ इधर इट विल बी 2 कार्बन. इट विल गिव यू कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लस एनर्जी. बट डू यू नो हाउ मच एनर्जी इज गिवन ओवर हियर? Only 2 ATP molecules are released in anaerobic respiration in fermentation. And the third pathway is that again it is an absence of oxygen, means again it is an anaerobic respiration which occurs in muscles. When you are doing a heavy work, you have already studied in class 7, when we are running, if suddenly I said that no, today you will just take a round in the assembly ground, and every day you are not doing that, what will happen? After that you will feel that your muscles are being catched. आपको ऐसा लगता है हम थक गए, हम पाँव नहीं चल पा रहे हैं, मसल्स कैच हो गई हैं. वो क्यों हो गई हैं? बिकॉज वहाँ पे क्या होता है कि ऑक्सीजन, भाई आप जब दौड़ रहे हो तो आपकी ऑक्सीजन यूटिलाइज हो गई, पर अब आपको ज़्यादा ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत है. तो वो कहाँ से आ रही है? वो द मसल्स, फ्रॉम मसल्स इट इज़ कमिंग. तो जब वहाँ मसल से आ रही है तो वहाँ पे क्या, जब भी आप कोई हैवी वर्क करते हैं, हैवी वो सब करते हैं, तो वो वहाँ पे क्या होगा कि वहाँ पे व्हाट विल बी फॉर्म? लैक्टिक एसिड plus energy will produce. But energy produced over here is also very meager. It is only 2 ATP molecules. ATP, again I am telling, what is ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. So these are the pathways how aerobic and anaerobic respiration takes place. So this is only for today what I have made for you. Now I have given you some questions also which you have to take it down related with this only. I am just showing you that. These are the questions which you have to do. Okay, is it visible? So these are the questions which you will do. These are 15 questions I have made. So you'll go through this topic. You can go through another topic which I have told you. This you have to do. These are the questions you have to write. And remember one thing, aerobic difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration is very important, and even this the pathways are very important. You have to learn very nicely. Okay, this is all for today. And lastly, I want to say, stay at home, be healthy, be happy, and do some core so that you can engage. Apart from study, you can do whatever you like. This is our, या आप ये बोलते इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता मन का विश्वास कमज़ोर होना. और आप घर में मम्मी के संग हेल्प करके कुछ और काम करके वो भी कर सकते हैं. और हाँ, जो NCSC में इंटरेस्टेड है वो भी मुझे बताए, क्योंकि द टॉपिक्स आर सेम विच वॉच फॉर योर स्टडी. लेट मी नो अबाउट दैट. थैंक यू. इट इज़ ऑल फॉर टुडे.